Part one. So I just got back from early morning pre-surgical testing at the hospital. I had some pre-surgical tests yesterday, x-rays and blood work and stuff like that, and I had to get cleared yesterday by my primary doctor. So that's all done, and I just did this in September, but we'll get to that because that surgery didn't end up happening. So we'll start from the beginning. Part one of who knows how many is going to come out of this. Of my breast implant nightmares. On February 21st, I believe it was, if my memory doesn't deceive me, I woke up, in 2023 this was, I woke up with a deflated implant on my right side. And it was replaced about 10 days later, warranted company, you know, the implant company warranted it out, and it was replaced. And about 6 or 7 weeks post-op, almost completely healed, all of a sudden I woke up with some discharge, and it appeared that my incision had reopened from the replacement surgery. At this point, my implants, this was my second set of them, and they were only 1.5 years old when the rupture occurred. Now the rupture gets replaced with a new one, and I end up with some sort of post-op infection, which is rare to get a post-op infection after the first week. That's why they put you on surgery, the first surgery. That's why they put you on antibiotics the first week after surgery to prevent infection. So the fact that I was healed and everything was good to go, and then I developed an infection, is rare for that to happen, but it does happen. And this is why I want to educate everybody on the risks that you don't know, beyond the risks of infection that could typically happen from surgery. There's so much more risks that you don't know about, and that's what I want to dive into so everybody's aware. So the surgeon immediately put me on heavy-duty antibiotics, obviously. I was soaking the wound with like betadine soaked gauze and trying to just, you know, clear the infection. They had me come into their office. The surgeon had his own surgery suite in Hewlett, and they had me come in and they put me under some sweet air, and we drained some fluid to send out to the lab to see what it was and to try to bring down the inflammation because I was very swollen at that point. So the fluid came back, and it was only a small amount of staph showing. That's all it showed. So, which everybody's body surface naturally has a little bit of bacteria and staph on your body. So that was not giving me any explanation as to why this was happening to me. Long story short, we tried several rounds of antibiotics, and that was not clearing the infection. At one point, it looked like I was almost completely out of the woods, even though the doctor had said more than likely I was probably going to have the brand new implant removed and out for 6 months while I heal due to a breast implant infection that I somehow caught mysteriously. So that's what happened. I spiked a 103 fever and couldn't even move in my bed, like even turn my body. So the next morning, since I was all tapped out of money, I ended up without any anesthesia, just having sweet air, and they had to rip the implant out of me in order to at least even relieve me of my fever that was not going away. It was that serious at that point. Stand by for more.